the past decade, we've been including interactive 3D of all of our site plans to our clients. We start with the floor plan of a home, then we save it in a CAD file. Once it's saved, we use SketchUp importing the CAD information. In this case, we have both first and second floor. So we're just positioning the first floor to be centered, and then we're going to move the second floor off to the side. Then create surfaces. With all the lines in place, we then extract walls and then windows and doors. We'll then look at the kitchen. We typically create cabinets, the island, and then we will add refrigerator, sinks, things like that. They add a little bit of detail so that the kitchen pops out a bit, and that's fairly quick and easy. Next, we'll add the materials for the floors, concrete, wood, carpet, etc. In this case, we're adding the stairs. Then we add the ceiling and the lighting. Then we superimpose the second floor over the first, and then extrude the walls to create the upper floor walls. Now this is a design that we've modified from the architect's plan to get a little bit more efficient, a little bit less construction costs, and tie the interior to the exterior better. It's all about trying to take a look at the architecture, improve it where we can, working with the architects, the developer, and builders. Then we finish off the basic structure. We could save that away for various different styles, and then we might continue with a different roof or different pattern. In this case, we're just showing you the one pattern and the various tools we use within SketchUp. This way we can expedite a lot of detail very quickly. We use SketchUp because it's very efficient, and then we create very fast building models. While we're working on the buildings, we're also working on the site plan. As we complete a site plan, typically the buildings are ready to set on our 3D base. Some of the elements that we add are images, and others are 3D components, showing some of the detail creating the floor plan. Here we're just adding some columns that we have already in stock to quickly define the front porch. Here we add railing along the balcony. This process is fairly quick. Sometimes we have to custom build some fencing or balconies, and then add more detail as we move about the floor plan. If we do everything right in SketchUp, it's easy and very fast. Generally, these videos that you're seeing are about 3 to 5 times actual speed. We typically add a lot of detail that doesn't slow down the 3D, so we avoid things like doorknobs and things like that. These are things that when you're looking at a site plan you will never notice. In this example, we're adding some modern farmhouse character. We're actually adding that to the house in 3D instead of just slapping an image. It just takes a few more minutes to do this. Typically a house like this we could turn that around in 1 to 2 hours. Again, we are coordinating this work with the design of the site plan. As soon as we're done with the site plan, we would have the models ready to import to create the 3D. Here we've called up Enscape from SketchUp, which gives us more of a photorealistic look. What we're doing here is we're taking the yellow, that color, and we're adding lighting to it. You can see how much better that looks once we export to Enscape. Now that the 3D model is complete, we're going to take and save that away as a collada file, which is a format Sony created for 3D video gaming. And then we're going to prepare the perimeter of the home in LandMentor to import that collada and create a LandMentor file. All of our design work is done in LandMentor. We never use CAD. We've created a 3D model within the LandMentor format, and then we're going to call up a testing grid to final check to make sure it fits grid corners with precision. We're setting the model at corners. Then we're going to take a look at it in 3D to make sure these will be placed correctly as we drop them on the plan. What you're looking at is LandMentor 3D using the SketchUp model. Here we see the base information of the proposed surface we created so that when we go into 3D, it's a far more polished and accurate look. Again, using LandMentor we can develop the 3D surface and also balance earthwork simultaneously at concept stage. This method of conceptual design can potentially save the clients millions of construction dollars. Once we have the basis of the site layout in 3D, and we have the buildings in 3D, we quickly place those buildings onto the site plan using LandMentor, which automatically sets the building elevation. With this technology, we can accurately place hundreds of homes within an hour. Then we verify it in 3D again to make sure everything's right. Then we take the finished site plan with the buildings inserted and we create the rest of it in SketchUp using custom 3D models we created and also using Enscape models, many of which we created ourselves. This is an example of that same site in an earlier conceptual version. Both LandMentor and Enscape are video gaming based and very close in operation. Once we're in Enscape, we just press export, and then it's an executable file that any one of our clients, if they have a gaming computer, can play in real time. And if they have a VR or mixed reality headset, they immerse themselves into the site. For the past 2 decades, we have included interactive 3D with all of our work, mostly at no extra charge.